Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm here. Welcome to Saturday Morning Tap In. It is Saturday, September 20th, 2025. It's Saturday morning. It's time for our Saturday Morning Tap In. And today is a very, very, very special Saturday Morning Tap In. Oh, wait, I'm not live on Instagram. Hold on. We're going to do this all over Facebook and YouTube. Hold on one second. Let's get the Instagram people in the building. Let's get Instagram in the building. And wait, let me just make sure. Hold on. Let me just make sure everybody's in the building. We're going to do that opening all over again. Good morning to those. Okay, let me see if I got y'all over here. Okay, I think we are live on Facebook. Yes, it says I'm live on Facebook, but I want to see these. Okay, there we go. We had that little echo right there. Very good. Hey, is it Drea the lady? Is that who you are? Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. I'm gonna have to make this screen bigger so I can read y'all's names. Good morning. Good morning, Shamika Robertson. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. Okay, so I made that screen bigger. Like I said, so welcome to today's Saturday morning tap in. Today is Saturday, September 20th, 2025, and it's time to tap in, y'all. But what is so special about today is that today is, drum roll, I'm still making my own sound effects, okay? Today is the 100th episode of Saturday Morning Tap In. So you have tuned in for a very, very special episode, a special treat. And I am so glad that you are here to celebrate this moment with me. All right, so let's just go ahead and get the party started. For those who don't know, I am Shamika Cotton, your host, where we come together every Saturday morning on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to have some uplifting stories. We set some intentions, and then we do a little bit of journaling. So go ahead, get your coffee, get your candle, okay? Get your journal, get something to write with, because guess what? It is time to tap in. Let's go. Let's take it back. Let's go.
Don't never stop.
Hey.
Be on top.
Yeah. Welcome to those who are tuning in. Celebrating 100 shows today.
Tap in.
So, we did that together. Welcome to today's Saturday morning tap in. Let me put on my glasses.
Tap in.
Because I need to be able to read all these comments that are coming in. Tap in. All right. Very good. Welcome, Shamika D. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. So glad to have you with us today. All right. I want to make sure we are live on Facebook and the comments are coming in. Very good. We're here for this 100th episode. Y'all, that is a big deal for me because I have struggled with consistency. But by the grace of God, hello. When I say God ain't through with me yet, God wasn't through with me because guess what? I got here. And that's 100 episodes of this God idea that is Saturday morning tap in. So we're celebrating today. I got a little dressed up for y'all today. Put on a little cute. I said, girl, this is your 100th episode. You better be cute. You better be cute. And so that's what I did. Tap in. Let me know where you are tapping in from. Go ahead and put it in the chat. Let me make sure. All right, we are live on Instagram, so great. Let me know how y'all are feeling on this Saturday morning. Let's see if we have our comments coming in on YouTube. Very good.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top.
We'll give folks a little bit more time to get situated. Today, I was dealing a little bit with my perfectionist side, still battling that out. And so I'm here. I was like, Shamika, if you don't get this show started, it ain't gonna be Saturday. It's gonna be. I back myself up. I do. I back myself up. Okay. Let me light my candle while y'all are getting in the building, while y'all are coming in the room for this very special Saturday morning tapping episode. Oh, I love this candle so much. This is my favorite fresh calls body work. Helps me to tap in, sets the mood. I love it. So, but why do candles, when you light them, they be popping off little pieces, the little things popping off? Anybody know how to keep that from happening? But yeah, when you first light, it's like a little display of energy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go. All right. Boy, do I have a special show for you all today. So welcome to those who are just joining us. You are joining the Saturday Morning Tap-In. You are in the right place at the right time. For those who are new here, I just happened to come down your timeline. Welcome. Hi, I'm Shamika Cotton, and I'm coming to bring some light and some joy to your timeline. And most importantly, I'm bringing intentionality. So this is how we do this show, all right? We come together to set intention. So go ahead in the chat, put down an intention that you want to set either for today, for this weekend, or for the week ahead. What intention are you setting? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Whether you're on youtube.com/Shamika Chronicles, put it in the chat. Or maybe you're on Instagram at Shamika Chronicles, put it in the chat. Or maybe you're on Facebook at Shamika Chronicles, put it in the chat. What intention do you want to set today, right? We are talking about speaking. We're going to be talking about the ways in which we ask, right? And one of the ways in which we ask for things is what we do with the power of intentions. Good morning, Soraya Jane is in the building, my TikTok niece. I was just thinking about you this morning, so you must have got my message. You must have got my message. So I'm so glad that you are tapping in today. I hope that you are having a good day today. And I hope that you are having a good weekend, my love. So glad to see you in the tap in this morning. We got Pink Trap Room 86. Welcome back. I'm so glad you came back to the Saturday Morning Tap in. So glad to see you. Welcome to your Saturday Morning Tap in. Okay. All right. We got the folks coming in on YouTube. Good morning, Mr. Porker. So good to see you in the building today. For those who are just joining us, this is a very special Saturday Morning Tap-In, okay? Today is the 100th episode of Saturday Morning Tap-In, y'all. We did it, okay, y'all? We did it. I won't say that it was just me, because what I realized as a person who used to always struggle with being consistent, always struggling with starting things and not finishing them, right? Great ideas, but not following through with them. The missing ingredient was community. And that is the only way that we are able to celebrate today 100 episodes of Saturday Morning Tap-In. And I have a very, very special treat for those who are tuning in and tapping in today. So if you guys put in your intentions in the chat, what's up, Miss Gina? Welcome to your Saturday Morning Tap-In. And so for my series regulars in the building, you know that we have been working our way through this book called 100 Days of Gratefulness. And each day has a journal prompt. So for those who are new here, we journal. Okay, we come together every Saturday morning to do 10 minutes and 10 seconds of journaling at the end of the show. So stick around, okay? First of all, the whole show is powerful. Second of all, I'm giving away things today. Third of all, journaling is very powerful. And it's such a great show that I have lined up for you today. Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Porker. I appreciate you. We did this. We consistently showed up on Saturday mornings for our good. At least 100 times, right? We showed up for our good on Saturday mornings. We show up for our good in other ways throughout our days and throughout the week. But what we can say as a Saturday morning tap-in community, we did it here on Saturday 100 times. 100 times we came together on Saturday and we set intentions, right? We were intentional about the energy that we were bringing to the world, to our families, to our lives, to the places where we work. We set an intention of what we wanted to experience. We said life is a party, and our intentions are what we are bringing to the party, right? So don't miss this opportunity to put in the chat, what do you want to bring to this party called life? That's the intention you want to set, right? We what we did for 100 times on Saturdays, we came together and we journaled. We allowed our minds to process our thoughts on the page, right? That's what we've been doing every Saturday. We've had for 100 episodes. For 100 episodes. That's what we've been doing. And when you do this work, right? This is an inner work that we are doing together, right? And that inner work, even though it's inside of you, it is not meant to be done alone. In fact, you can't do it alone, right? You have to do it in community. And because of community, here we are today celebrating 100 episodes. But back to my special gifts that I have for those who are tapping in today. Good morning, Ayo Miri? Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. So glad that you are here. So we have been working our way through this book, okay? And every Saturday, I have you pick a number, and the person who gets closest to that number is the person who picks the random journal prompt. We say whatever number you pick, that's going to be the journal prompt that we do. We never know what it is until we start our journaling session today. So for today, look at me. Y'all know I'm extra. Wait. Y'all know I'm extra. There we go. Right. Today is the 20th. 10 out of 10. Yeah, 10 out of 10. That's the rating of the show today. So let's go ahead and put a number in the chat. Give me a number between 1 and 200. Whoever guesses the number and gets closest to the number will be who is picking our journal prompt for today. And I tell you, you want to pick the journal prompt for today. But for those who have joined us over these 100 episodes, I made a note of your name in this book. So if you have ever picked a journal prompt on Saturday morning tap in, you are going to get a very special gift. And I'm not talking about, a digital product where you're getting a download. No. I'm sending you something in the mail. All right. So I'll tell you how to get that a little bit later. But just know, let me see I'm just going to randomly turn to some pages and see who is in here, who has been helping us get the party started. All right. Brees, for sure. Brees is on here. We got Sue P-Bet is on here. Who do we have? Rose Easy, Go Queen. Shout out to you all who have been tapping in. A Barnes, hello, it's Chi, tapped in. Toyette has tapped in. Nora, Samore 2K3 has tapped in. If I have mentioned your name, Soraya has tapped in and chosen a journal prompt. Honey Bad 1111 has tapped in and chosen a journal prompt. If I have mentioned your name, you are getting a very special gift from me that I will reveal a little later, right? But don't worry. If today is your first day tapping in, I don't want you to miss out. All you have to do, okay? This is all you got to do is send me a message. Go on Instagram, post to your story. Congratulations on your 100th show, Shamika. Congratulations. Just give me some type of congratulations message. And make sure you share a screenshot of today's show. And make sure you tag me in the story so I can keep track and know that you too will also get a special gift that I am giving to you all for helping make this moment possible. All right. Let me know if you all are excited about getting your special. And I'm only doing 100 of them. So the first 100 who send the congratulations on today will get that special gift. But if you've already been tapping in the community, I already have your name written down. So many. Yes. Diamonds and Pearls is getting a special 100 show gift. Shelton Mom 15, Neek is getting a gift. So many people, so many of you have made this moment possible. Coco is getting a gift. So thank you all so much. But yes, go ahead and Mr. Parker, you already know you're getting a gift. So go ahead and put in the chat a number between 1 and 200 if you haven't already. I see the numbers coming in, and whoever gets closest to that number will be selecting the journal prompt today and automatically be qualified to get one of the special gifts. And if you haven't already, if you're not already following me on Instagram, go ahead and click that follow button on Instagram at Shamika Chronicles. If you are on YouTube and you are not already subscribed or following me on youtube.com/Shamika Chronicles, go ahead and subscribe, right? Go ahead. And if you're on Facebook and you haven't joined the Saturday Morning Tap In Facebook group, what are you waiting for? We make sure that you have some uplifting things to come down your timeline all throughout the week. We put some really positive things in there. It's a wonderful, uplifting community where we come together to keep that Saturday morning tap-in party going all throughout the week, because it is important how you feel throughout the week. You want to make sure that you can maintain that high vibration so you can continue to draw and attract your good to you. So today, I have a very special topic I want to talk about today. And the theme is, you have not because you ask not. What are you asking for? That is my question for you today. What are you asking for today? Right? So I'm so glad that you're here today. And so we're going to have conversations that are intentionally selected to change our lives from the inside out. Right? So some of you have probably heard of the scripture, you have not because you ask not, right? And sometimes even when we do ask, we are asking out of alignment or asking amiss. So today's theme, as I said, is what are you asking for? And even deeper, how are you asking? All right. But before we dive into today's episode, I want us just to take a moment, right? Because I definitely need it. Let's take a moment to take some nice, intentional, collective breaths together. All right. So we inhale and exhale as we center our awareness on the good and the abundance that is all around us. On this next inhale, let's inhale possibility. We inhale and exhale. And as we exhale, we are releasing doubt. And for our third intentional inhale, let's just inhale so that we can create more space within us to receive all the good of this moment. Let's breathe in and make room. And exhale, letting go of anything that came before this moment that would get in the way of us receiving all the good that is right here in this moment. And so also, before we get back to talking about today's theme, let's not forget to go ahead and put in the chat. I know I have y'all doing a lot, but it's Saturday morning. I need y'all to wake up, okay? We got work to do, right? Your life is calling you. Y'all, I be having bars all the time. We got work to do and life is calling you. So what intention do you want to set, right? Put that in the chat. You're putting the number in the chat. All right. So today, what was really put on my heart today to share was to really take some time to be intentional and to ask ourselves and to look within and say, what are we asking for, right? And what are the ways in which we ask for things? Right? When we're asking for things, it's not just us asking with our words. When we ask for things, you might say, well, I'm asking for this dream or this vision that I have. I'm asking for a raise. I'm asking for a new car. I'm asking for love, right? But that's one way. But did you know that there there are other ways in which we ask. We are actually asking with our whole being, our whole being. And what comprises our whole being? That would be our thoughts. That would be our feelings. That would be the words we speak. That would be our actions and our reactions. Somebody put that in the chat right now. I want to make sure that you all are picking up what I'm putting down, that this is landing, because we are setting the stage today to really look at what we are asking for. And we want to make sure that we know the ways in which we ask, so that if there's any way that we are out of alignment, if there is any way that we are incongruent with that thing that we want to bring into expression, we want to get it out of here, right? We want to clear up any static, right? That's what we want to look at today, right? One of my spiritual teachers sent me an amazing video talking about the idea of congruency. What does it mean to be congruent, right? Does anybody in the chat or tuning in today, what does congruence mean? Have you heard of this word? Do you know what it means? And don't worry if you don't know what it means. What do you think congruence means, right? Because that is our word for the day. That is actually one of the intentions that we will be setting today. If y'all haven't picked up on that, congruence, harmony, right? I'm just putting some words down. You too can put down some words. And as we continue to talk and talk about the ways in which we ask, I'm going to put down clarity. That's going to be an intention that we set today, right? And as we continue to have this conversation, things may come up for you. And I want you to put it in the chat. This is a safe community where you can share your thoughts and your ideas, share your aha moments. And you may have something new that you want to ask for that you didn't even realize you needed to ask for. Even if it's asking for, what should I be asking? Hey, who says you can't ask for what should I ask in order to bring my dream into expression? All right. Give me some hearts on Instagram, or give me some hearts on Facebook so you can let me know how this is landing today. How is this? Are you guys awake? Are you receiving this new message that's meant to bring your dreams into expression? So congruence simply means being in harmony, being in alignment, right? Being in agreement, everything being done as one, right? That is what congruence means. And so we want to be, today, we are setting our intention to be congruent, right? We want our thoughts, our feelings, our words, our actions and reactions to be congruent in the same direction toward our dream, toward our goal, toward our desire. That's called divine alignment. Put it in the chat if you want to be congruent. I want to be congruent. Put it in the chat and let me know if that is you, that I want to be congruent today. But what happens when we are out of congruent, right? What happens when we are saying one thing, but we are thinking something else, right? What happens when we are praying for abundance, but we're still speaking lack? Sometimes that happens to me. Sometimes that actually happens to me. Thank you, Pink Trap Room 86. Thank you, Perfectly Imperfect. I want to be congruent. That is our intention today. I want to be congruent with my good. Whoa, wait a minute. Add that to it. I want to be congruent with my good. Okay, that was fresh, hot off the press. Okay, that is what we want, right? We're asking for peace, but we're still living in chaos, right? We want to be incongruent. So today, I want to just talk about the different ways in which we ask, right? So let's break it down so that you can see how powerful you are in the ways in which you ask, right? There are so many different philosophies out there that talk about this. And I have pulled a couple of them for you today. So let me see. Let me just find one so that you guys can hear that this is a spiritual law. It's a universal law. It's a philosophy. It's not just owned by one particular spiritual or religious belief, right? In Buddhism, they have the teaching that says right thought, right speak, right action, right? In modern metaphysics, people talk about the law of attraction. Stoic philosophers teach that our inner beliefs, okay, and our outer actions must be in harmony. So no matter what language you use, right, it's still the same principle. If what you say, if what you think, feel, and do don't line up, guess what you're sending out? Mixed signals. Okay, you're sending out mixed signals. A confused mind, especially in marketing, if your customer is confused and you're trying to sell something, guess what a confused mind says? Somebody put it in the chat before I say it. What does a confused mind say when you're trying to sell something? Does anyone know? I want to be congruent with my greatness. I'm sorry, that's not what a confused mind says. That's a person, Mr. Parker, who knows what he wants. That's not a confused mind right there. But a confused mind says no. It says no. And the same goes with universal law. That's why it is so important for us to understand this spiritual law of congruency. All right. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Yeah, y'all, I'm coming. I told y'all today is a special episode. This is the 100th episode of Saturday Morning Tap In. And I want to really make sure that on this 100th episode, we are breaking through. We will have breakthroughs as a result of today's Saturday Morning Tap In. Not only are you getting a special gift from me for being a part of the community, but you are going to gift yourself with the special gift of congruency, of clarity. Okay, that's right. Okay, party hat. Okay, yes. Thank you so much, Perfectly Imperfect. Ralph Waldo Emerson says, once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. But that decision has to be whole, right? It has to have all of you aligned. And that's what we are talking about today. All right. So the first way in which we ask is with our thoughts. Somebody put in the chat, we ask with our thoughts. I'm going to wait because I need to make sure y'all are keeping up with me. I'm going to tip my coffee at this time. Somebody, Pink Trap Room. A double-minded person is unstable. A double-minded person is unstable in their manifestations as well. That's in all things, right? Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Pink. Okay, Pink Trap Room said, guess what? Pink Trap Room is sitting at the front of the class. Pink Trap Room 86 is at the front of the class. Yes, yes, yes. We ask with our thoughts, right? So when I say that we ask with our thoughts, it's what you dwell on, right? What are you dwelling on, right? The thing that you dwell on, that's an energy that you are magnifying. If your inner soundtrack sounds like this, or if you had sometimes when your inner soundtrack has sounded like this, and I'm going to confession session, sometimes I have these thoughts. That's why I'm sharing them, okay? I want you guys to know that this congruency work is a consistent work. Yes. Yes. Oh, Pink Trap Room. That thought right there. Pink Trap Room over on Instagram just wrote, I'm tired of failing. And I'm going to try not to cry with that because that feeling of failing haunts me. I have to do work on the daily to speak life into myself, right? To speak life into that thought and say, no, I am in the right place at the right time. Everything is in divine order. So whenever you have that feeling, Pink Trap Room 86, you begin to speak life to those thoughts. Some other thoughts that you may have that may be that may be incongruent with your good is when you're thinking, I'm not enough. When you're thinking, this won't work. When you're thinking, I knew this would happen, when something bad happens, oh, I knew this would happen, then that's the request you're sending to the universe. You may not say it out loud, but sometimes you do say it out loud. If it's not one thing, it's another, right? Woo! How many of you have said these words or even thought them? You may think that your thoughts don't matter if you don't say it. Okay, I'm here to give you the breakthrough you need. I'm here to give you the breakthrough you need, beloved. I love you. Your thoughts do matter. Those thoughts do matter. So when they come up, you must use your tools that you learn here on Saturday Morning Tap In, right? To counter those thoughts, because you want to be congruent with your good. Yes. What's up, D. Miller investor? Welcome to your Saturday Morning Tap In. You have just tuned into a very special episode, the 100th episode of Saturday Morning Tap In. Okay. So some of us, right, are saying yes with our mouth, but our thoughts are saying no. Okay. That's not congruent. The second way that we ask is with our feelings. Somebody put that in the chat. I'm waiting. We ask with our feelings. Somebody put it in the chat on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Somebody somewhere put it in the chat for all of us here in this classroom called Life Today. We ask with our feelings. Okay, I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee as I wait. I know there's a slight lag, but I'll wait. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Pink Trap Room 86. We ask with our feelings. Oh no, my Instagram went down. Hold on one second. Hold on. Come on back, Instagrizzy. Wait a minute now. Okay, we got to make sure that our Instagram feed stays live. We're gonna. Okay, great. It's okay, great. So we're still here. All right, very good. The page couldn't load. Hold on 1 minute. I want to make sure we're still on Instagram. So let me just put it on my phone. Okay. We are calling forward technological harmony right now. So it looks like, okay, give me a second, you guys. We got to make sure that everybody gets this good word. I don't know why it keeps going down. Somebody on Instagram, let me know that you all are still here. Okay. And if it's just my computer, I don't see that I'm live on Instagram. I don't see that I'm live because I want to wait. I need my Instagram fam to get this. We here. Okay. We here. We out here. We out here, or we in here. Woo, that's powerful for Saturday Morning Tap In. Let's get your in here together. So when we out here, we are in congruence. Okay. So we ask with our feelings. What's up? Vanessa's in the building. Welcome to your Saturday Morning Tap In. We are talking about the ways in which we ask, because you have not, because you ask not, right? Or maybe you're like, but I've been asking, and I'm not seeing it. Well, maybe you got to get in congruence. So you ask with your feelings. Your feelings are your vibrations, and your vibrations, y'all, speak louder than your words. If you say you believe deep down, but you are filled with doubt, you are filled with worry, you are filled with fear, that is what is being transmitted, right? Now, it's only human for us to experience these feelings, but it is up to us to be tuned in, to tapped in, to know when are we feeling it. So when we feel it, we can turn on that energy vibration of gratitude. When we feel it, we can turn on that energetic vibration of joy. When we feel those feelings of fear, we can turn on that energetic vibration of faith, whether it's something that you speak out loud in affirmation or denial, whether it's something you write in your journal, whatever you do, when you feel the feeling that you don't want, I need you to do something about it. Okay. So feelings are the fuel. Okay. We talk about that energy, emotion, right? Motion, energy in motion. Feelings are the fuel. Okay. So they're either the power of your prayer. Okay. Or they short circuit your prayer. They short circuit your ask, right? Now that brings me to one of my favorite movies as a kid. Short circuit. Okay. Let's not short circuit the things that we are asking for, because we are allowing feelings of lack and doubt and worry to create static. Okay. Let's release those feelings and fill that space up with feelings of gratitude, joy, faith, forgiveness. All right? Harmony. All right? Now, the third way in which we ask, all right, here's the third way. We ask, of course, with our words. Put that in the chat. I know that's obvious, but let's just talk about it. Okay? Let's just talk about it for a second. We ask with our words. When you're speaking, right? You're speaking life over your dreams, right? You're either speaking life or you are cutting them down with your tongue. And I already said this one earlier. If it's not one thing, it's another. That never happens to people like me, right? That's an ask too when you say things like that. Somebody put in the chat, give me some examples of other words people might say, because maybe somebody isn't aware of the words that they're saying that might be short-circuiting or cutting them down, right? What are some words? Put it in the chat, right? Put it in the chat. What are some things we might say? We already said, if it's not one thing, it's another. Stuff like that never happens to me. They didn't pick me because, and then you go on and say reasons why they didn't pick you. No, those are your words, right? Your words are doing that. Even if something happens that didn't go your way, that's your opportunity to speak life, because it's never over at that moment. There's still more life to be had. But at that moment, you need to speak it. Words are the spells that we cast, right? That really, when we speak it, our words have power. That's why we call it spelling. Hello. Anybody? Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? That's why we call it spelling. They're spells that we cast. What are you casting with your words, right? What are you putting out there with your words, right? So, and today we also call it self-talk. Are you speaking life into your goals, or are you speaking against them? Are you asking for peace and harmony, or are you asking for struggles, right? Every phrase is casting something. The fourth way in which we ask is with our actions. Somebody put that in the chat. We ask with our actions. Put that in the chat. And for those who are just tuning in, today is the 100th episode of Saturday Morning Tap In. We have a very special gift lined up for those who are tuning in today. All you need to do is post a story saying, congratulations, Shamika, on your 100th episode of Saturday Morning Tap In. Be sure to share a screenshot. Okay, hold on. Here's a screenshot. Catch it. Let me give you another screenshot. Hold on. Here's another one. I don't know if I like that one. I don't know. Right. Screenshot. Right. So you can share any screenshot, but just make sure you tag at Shamika Chronicles on Instagram, and you will be qualified to get a very special gift from me celebrating the work that we have been doing with our Saturday Morning Tap In community. All right. So our actions, right? And this is going to be very key. When I am saying, thank you, Vanessa, you guys, she said she got all the pictures. I love it. So when we say we are asking with our actions, what does that look like? Okay. Y'all ready for this? Our habits. You can say you want $1 million, but if your habit is spending like $100 person because you always buying the latest stuff and you're not investing and you're not saving, your financial habit is not $1 million person habit, right? Our habits, right? You want to be a homeowner, but the place you live in right now is in shambles and clutter. You're asking for more of the same. Are you taking care of where you live, right? If you want to live in a better place, what are your habits, right? The other day, I was tired, y'all. Okay. I was tired. And I came in, I was getting ready for bed, and I dropped my clothes on the floor. I threw it on the pool table. Okay. My pool table has clothes on it. And I threw it on there. And I got convicted, like, Shamika, you saying that you want to have peace and harmony, right? You want a particular home. That's not a habit of a person that lives in the house that you vision. You are not in congruence. Go pick up that piece of clothing and at least put it in the hamper or hang it up, okay? Our habits, Do your habits support your goals? If you are asking for health, oh God, oh God, y'all, this is in the script, okay? My intern, hey intern, thank you for this amazing script. You're doing fantastic, right? My intern helped write the script, but okay, receive it for whoever it's for. And even for me, I could use this. But if you are asking for health, but you never move your body, that action is out of alignment. That habit is out of alignment. Okay? If you are asking for love, but you never open your heart, that action is out of alignment. Okay? Out of alignment. Okay? I'm going to create a soundbite that I can play for you guys. I'm like, out of alignment. That's out of alignment. Let's get into congruence. Okay? Exactly. Pink Trap Room 86. You want to be in alignment. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, do the thing and you will have power, right? Do the things and you will have power. Your actions are actually your loudest prayer. Let that, put it in the chat. Actions are our loudest prayer. Our actions are our loudest ask. I had to make sure I articulate, you guys. Okay? So as you're going about your day, look at your habits. If you are an entrepreneur and a CEO of a company and you're building an empire and you don't get up at 5 a.m. in the morning or 6 a.m. in the morning, you're sleeping in, that habit is out of alignment. I'm sorry to tell you. I am sorry to break it down for you. If you are saying you are not a morning person, but you want to run a thriving $1 million empire or business, you're a morning person, okay? Just start affirming, I am a morning person, because you need to be up early. The stock market opens at 8. You need to be up before the stock market opens, okay? I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. All right? Our actions. And then the fifth way in which we ask are our reactions. We ask with our reactions. Now, that may sound a little bit like, well, isn't that our actions? Our reactions are how we respond to the things that happen in life. Our reactions reveal what we believe, right? We ask with our reactions, right? So when things don't go your way perfectly imperfect, what do? Do you collapse into, see, I knew it? Or perfectly imperfect, this is what you do. You stay in faith. That's what you do. The way that we react, when you react with trust instead of panic, that's an ask, okay? Yes, Vanessa, our reactions reveal what we believe. When we react with trust instead of panic, that's a request. And you know what that request is? That ask is saying, I am aligned with the outcome I desire. That's when you have your reactions in alignment, when you react the way that you should to bring forward your good. Y'all, I'm on bars, okay? Bars. That is your way of asking and saying to the universe, I am aligned with the action that I desire, right? When life throws you a curveball, right? Do you collapse or do you react with steadiness, right? In Buddhism, they say that suffering comes not from what happens, but how we respond. Responsibility. What is your responsibility? What is your ability to respond to the situation? That's your responsibility. Your reaction is your responsibility. Reactions reveal whether your faith is real or conditional, right? So look at your reactions. Look at your reactions, and they'll tell you if you are truly in congruence, right? So today, as we start to move into our intention setting session today, we've talked about some really powerful things, right? Some really powerful things. So I want to ask you just to ponder this. I'm gonna take my glasses off so you can look into my eyes. What are you asking for? Let's breathe that in. I heard spirit. I got you. Let's just breathe it in. We're going to breathe in each one of these questions. What are you asking for? Let's breathe. Because there may be parts of you where you are not aware of what you're asking for. That happens. Have you spoken life over your dreams? Let's breathe that in. Let's breathe it in. We're asking our inner self, our inner highest guide. Are our thoughts, feelings, word, actions, and reactions all lined up? Mm-hmm. 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 I want you to drop a word in the chat. Okay? You can just put one word. What word are you really asking for this week? We're going to add that to our intention so that we can claim that together in our intention setting session, right? We said that, right? We've set the atmosphere for that. So speak life. I'm going to put that down. And I know Pink Trap Room, that I don't think that was the intention that you're setting, but you wrote that in the comments. And I believe that that is the intention. We all are intending that, right? Am I right? We're going to set the intention to speak life. That's all you got to do. Intentions are powerful. You'd be amazed at what happens inside of you when you take the power of your intention. Where your attention goes, your power flows, right? Joy. All right now. All right now, perfectly imperfect. Trust. All right now, Vanessa. Come on now, y'all. Patience. All right now, boo. I love you. I miss you. Okay. Clarity. Got it. Put it in the chat. How we doing over here? Let me see what we doing on these other platforms. Okay. Okay. I see them coming in. Right. Nova Flames. Discipline. I love it. Ooh, this is going to be a powerful week. We are making up an intentional stew for you. I don't know how I do it. I'm in the cipher right now, y'all. I'm just in the cipher. Vera, what intention do you want to set for today? Right? What are you really asking for today? That's what we're talking about. We were talking about the ways in which we ask. And if you're just tuning in, go ahead. You can watch the replay on youtube.com/Shamika Chronicles, and just tap into this conversation. Let it do what it do. Let it do what it do. Meeting goals, right? Meeting goals. Integrity with yourself, right? That's having integrity with yourself. Absolutely. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. All right. So I have the intentions that we are going to set. And so now I'm going to tell you all what the number was for today. I'm going to tell you all what the number is for today. I asked you all to pick a number between 1 and 200. Okay. What's up, Jasmine? Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. And I want to see who got closest to the number without going over. Let me just scroll. Oh, I lost some numbers over on Instagram because it rebooted. But I didn't see anybody with the number over there. I did see somebody that was kind of close that didn't go over. If you're on Instagram and you put a number in earlier, put it back in right now for me before I reveal the number. And I see the number. I see Mr. Parker put in a number over here on YouTube. Very good. Checking to make sure I'm not leaving the Facebook people out. Put your number in on Instagram real quick so I can see what the numbers were. Right. Pink Trap Room 86 put in a number. Okay, great. And I think there was another person that did that. If you didn't, put it in right now. A number between 1 and 200. All right. What's up? Those who are just joining us, you're in the right place at the right time. All right, y'all. And I'm surprised that okay, perfectly imperfect. Oh, wait. Okay, this is the final. Okay, put your number in. Put your number in. Remember, whoever chooses journal prompts, you get a gift for Saturday morning tap in. And if you've done it over the past 100 episodes, you get a gift. And if you share a story and tag me saying, congratulations on your 100th show, you get a gift. All right. Very good. And the number is 100. You guys, I just knew that somebody was going to guess 100 because this is the 100th show. You guys, I just knew that somebody was going to guess 100. You guys, it's the 100th show. That's why I said between 1 and 200 so I can pick 100. But the person that got closest to it is perfectly imperfect. And actually, there was only one more journal prompt to be selected. And I'll show you guys what that journal prompt was, well, the number that was left. We only had one more journal prompt to select, and I'll share my screen right now. So stand by, perfectly imperfect. You're going to be, I'm going to tell you the journal prompt that is for us to do. Celester is here. Welcome. All right. This is the journal prompt. This is the number that we had left. So let's just go ahead and do what we do. I'm going to go ahead and do what we always do to make this moment official. This symbolizes that we have done 100 episodes. This is the final prompt to do in 100 Days of Gratefulness. It is number 29. Number 29. That will be our journal prompt for today. So perfectly imperfect. Let me just make a note. So that's what we're going to do. I don't even know what it is yet. What's up, Kayla? Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. I miss you. I haven't seen you in forever. Perfectly imperfect. All right, great. So let's go ahead. We're going to set our intention and then we'll journal. And then I'll just show you guys one of the special gifts that you guys will have the option to receive from being a part of Saturday morning tap in. All right, let me get these intentions in here, because we're about to we're about to do this intention setting, because we believe in the power of setting intentions, because we know it works if you work it. When you work these principles, when you do the inner work works, you guys. That's the work that is just between you and your highest self, or you and God. That's the stuff when you see somebody and you're like, how is it that they are so lucky? Or how is it that they always end up in the right place and people are always doing things for them? I'm here to tell you, they're doing things that you can't see. You don't know what a person is thinking, but if you look at their life and what they are experiencing, it will reveal to you what's happening on the inside. You will have an insight on what they've been asking for. Okay. So just know the inner work that we do here, it works, but you gotta do it. You have to do the work. And guess what? You don't have to do that work alone. And what I've learned is that the way for me to do the work is in community. The way for me to do it consistently is in community. And know that when you do the work, it is cumulative. It adds up. It adds up. So the more you do this work, the more you tap in, and not just tap into Saturday morning tap in, but that's what this space is for. But when you tap into that power inside of you and you get tuned in to the abundance and prosperity and health all around you, you are turning on your inner magnet to draw things to you, right? So that's what we do every Saturday. So let's just take a moment to center ourselves as we are going over a little bit today, but that's okay because this is the 100th episode. All right. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Vanessa says, congrats, perfectly imperfect. I love how we are a community and we celebrate each other and we talk to each other and we uplift each other. That is the space that is the intention that this space has been consecrated for. I tell y'all every Saturday, this show doesn't happen without the show and the space being consecrated first. I have to set the tone. I have to make the intentions and to pray over the space so that when you all tune in, whether you're tuning in live or whether you're watching a recording, I want you all to receive a word that helps you break through, that encourages you to keep going, to receive a word that inspires you to reach higher, that inspires you to know that there is more for you. But you got to keep going, and we keep going by tapping in. All right, so let's go ahead and just take a moment to breathe comfortably. We inhale and exhale. As we bring our attention to the power that we have within, to this inner work, as we take this journey within with our breath. Let's take one more intentional inhale. We inhale and we exhale. And it is in this space of peace and openness that we are open and receptive for our good. It is in this place of peace and openness and receptivity that we set our conscious atmosphere to be congruent, to be in congruence with our desire. We set our intention to be congruent. We set our intention to be in harmony, in divine alignment with our highest good, to be in divine alignment with our gifts, with our dreams, our visions, our desire, for those relationships, for those jobs, for those careers, for those family relationships, to be in divine alignment with healing and health in our minds, in our bodies, in our relationships, in our community, in our world. We set the intention for clarity of vision, to let go of any static that may have occurred because of the ways in which we asked unintentionally. We set the intention right now to clean up the ways in which we ask, to bring our thoughts into harmony, our feelings into harmony, our speaking, our actions, and our reactions into divine alignment. Setting our intentions to be filled with joy, to be a hot spot for joy. And we can't give something that we don't have. So first we turn on the energy, the energetic vibration of joy. In those times of fear and doubt and sadness, we set the intention for joy to be activated. In those times of doubt, we set the vibrational energy for trust. In those moments where we feel anxious, where we're asking for more anxiety, we set the intention to ask for peace and patience. In those moments where we feel like giving up, or where we don't feel like our habits, we don't feel like doing the habits that are for our good, we set the intention right now for discipline. Because we are asking for that good that we seek. So first we are asking for those intentions, setting those intentions that make us a vibrational match. We set the intention to meet every goal, to trust the process, to trust the journey, to go within, to ask for our steps to be ordered in order to meet that goal. We set the intention to ask, what do I need to do to meet that goal? To be in divine communication. Because we know just as we are calling forward our desires are calling forward to us. Our dreams are calling forward to us as we are calling it forward. And we set our intention to be in integrity with the words we say about ourselves. To be in integrity with the words that we say. When we say we're going to do something, we do it. We set the intention that any obstacle that would get in the way of us being of integrity, that it be dissolved to the nothingness from whence it came. And is in this place of gratitude and joy and excited expectancy. We send these intentions out to the universe, expecting it to bring back to us the good which we seek. And so it is. All right, so let's go ahead. Woo, just take a breath and breathe that in. Woo. Yes, Bronx, setting the intention to be bold, to be audacious, to be optimistic, to be supernatural. Amen. We hold that intention with you, Bronx. So let's see what our journal prompt is for this 100th episode of Saturday Morning Tap In. What is this 100th? I almost said final. It's not over, y'all. We got a lot of work to do for Saturday Morning Tap In. But on this 100th episode, today's journal prompt, selected by Perfectly Imperfect, is this. What happened this month that you are grateful for? I am setting the timer for 10 minutes and 10 seconds. What we do is the journal prompt gets us down on the page, and whatever wants to come out, you may have an aha moment that you want to journal about. Whatever you want to write about, Dark Matters 21, whatever you want to write about, you can write about that. The journal prompt just gets us on the page. But those who want to journal with the journal prompt, it is, what happened this month that you are grateful for? The timer is going. 9 minutes, 40 seconds remain. All we ask is that you keep that hand moving across that journal. Keep that hand moving across that journal, because you never know what wants to come out. But you have to be present and show up and allow it to. And journaling is that way. 9 minutes, 25 seconds to go. We are journaling for the 100th time. Just saying. I can't wait to journal this. Welcome to those who are just joining us. The journal prompt is on the screen. We are journaling for the 100th time. Okay. I'm going to say it 100 times, you guys. 100 times. Welcome to those who are just joining us. You are here at the right place at the right time. Don't worry if you missed the show. You can always go back and watch it on youtube.com/Shamika Chronicles and tap in. Yes, Pink Trap Room. I'm so glad that you're here today. 4 minutes, 45 seconds to go. We are journaling. We are journaling. What happened this month that you are grateful for? Welcome, Soraya. Soraya, I have a book that I want to read for you. Let me know so we can get back to our book reading. I'll tell you what the book is later, though. But anyway, we're journaling. What happened this month, Soraya Jane, that you are grateful for, my love? 1 minute, 24 seconds to go. What's up, Connor? Welcome to your Saturday morning tap in. 12 seconds to go. Uh, we have done it. We have journaled. Okay, hold on. 100 times. Okay, okay. Just gotta write this one thing down. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay. And it's really messy, you guys. I got to finish this thought. Okay, we did it. Yay. Let me tell you, time flies when you're having fun. Vanessa, I'm so glad you tapped in today. Give me a call. Let's talk. How you feeling? And I'm glad you tapped in because this is what you need, how I want to help, what we do as sisters, right? To support each other and keep us in the right mindset for that vision and that goal that you have. We know what it is. We talk about this, right? All right. So you are so welcome, Pink Trap Room. So we just journaled for the 100th time. And as I do every Saturday, I share what I wrote in my journal prompt for today. So if anyone else would like to share anything today, feel free to go ahead, put it in the chat. If you had any aha moments, maybe you journaled something and had an aha moment, feel free to share it, put it in the chat. If you're watching the recording, put it in the chat. I'll watch it and then I will holler back, right? But let me just share with you guys what I was saying. I want you guys to see just one of the things that you will be receiving. And I'll let you know, I'll reach out to you. Be sure that you're going to have to check your DMs so that you can know that you will be getting a gift. And then I'll send you the link on how to actually get it. But let me just pull it up for you guys because I know some folks may have to go. So this is one of the things that you will be getting. Saturday Morning Tap-In finally has merch. We finally have merch. And so you all, for making this a very, very special episode, a very, very special episode you all will be receiving one of these mugs. But remember, if you did not pick a journal prompt, you're going to want to tag me in your story and say, congratulations, Shamika, on your 100th episode of Saturday Morning Tap-In, and share a screenshot, right? Or just share a message about how Saturday Morning Tap-In has blessed you. I want to know, right, how this show has blessed you. So we have a mug and we'll also have a journal option. So you'll be able to pick one or the other. But I just, I couldn't wait to share with you guys this mug that we have, that I've been working on creating for everybody. All right. So let me see. How do I stop sharing? All right. I need to stop sharing that. Okay. Just remove it like that. All right. So here we are. The journal prompt today was, what happened this month that you are grateful for? And for the 100th time, this is what I wrote. Wow. This month has been amazing. Just this last week, I attended the Morgan Stanley Multicultural Leadership Summit. And the people I met, the messages that were shared, affirmed to me that I am always in the right place at the right time. When God puts you in a room with high net worth wealth managers, with the cream of the crop, you know that your financial goals and career goals are possible. When you are in the room live watching the one and only Carla Harris speak life and speak words of life. Wait, what is it? Speak live. And the words she is saying confirm the vision and assignment God has put in your life. You know that you are assured a victory. When you listen to the one and only Ray McGuire, if y'all don't know these people and y'all want to be prosperous and wealthy, you all should know these people, Carla Harris and Ray McGuire, okay? But look them up, all right? When you listen to the one and the only Ray McGuire speak live and say that he has 4 P's for success, and the first one is prayer, you know that you are on the right track. But when he says that he is a fan of The Wire, you know that you are blessed and highly favored. Okay. That is what I wrote in my journal today. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in to this very special episode. Remember to watch the ways in which you ask for things, okay? Remember, we ask with our feeling, our thinking, our speaking, our actions, and our reactions, right? Feel free, go back and watch it again if you need to, okay? And for those who are here, only today, only have 100, but send an Instagram story congratulating me on the 100th episode and tag me. You will be able to get a mug or a journal. And Celeste, I will send you the link with when I send it out for everybody to pick up their gift. So you will definitely get that. All right. So thank you all again so much. I could not have gotten to this 100 episodes without you. So I thank you all for showing up with me all of these Saturdays and holding this space for me, with all of us. We all need it. All right. So we set some powerful intentions today. So go out there and expect a good day because you deserve it. All right. Bye for now. I will see you all next week.